Amref Health Africa in Kenya is working with a diverse range of community from remote areas in the north, east and south, including Turkana County, especially in improving sanitation and hygiene and use of maternal child health and nutrition services in the county. Turkana County is situated in the northern Kenya, about 700 kilometers from Nairobi County. The county borders with South Sudan to the north, Uganda to the west, and Ethiopia to the southeast. The Turkana tribe is Kenya's second largest pastoral group after the Maasais. As with all other pastoralist tribes in Kenya, livestock, especially cattle, are at the core of the Turkana culture. The people in the county live a nomadic life, always moving from one place to another in search of pasture and water for their animals. Peace in this region has been a big problem, as the thirst to amass livestock has resulted in cattle rustling that have seen many lose not only their lives, but also herds of livestock. On the other hand, livestock here are prone to disease as fierce competition for resources. This was one of the major reasons that led to Amref Health Africa and other development partners to set up this Lomidat slaughterhouse, which is the latest project in the quest to eliminate cattle rustling and replace it with cattle trading to help the community market its livestock.
Hii nyumba inasaidia watu Turkana mzima.
The slaughterhouse is here to benefit the entire Turkana community. We can now bring and sell our livestock and get money on the spot.
The slaughterhouse has been of great importance to the community because Lomidat slaughterhouse is basically replacing cattle raiding with cattle trading, which is an asset for us as people in this county.
We are happy and very grateful. The slaughterhouse is here to buy our livestock and also provide us with water. Regardless of how far we take our livestock for grazing, we are assured of ready markets where you will get some money and be able to buy more livestock.
This slaughterhouse has benefited the community because we sell our livestock and get an income to educate our children, feed them, and even build houses for our families.
Lomidat slaughterhouse was built for the people of Turkana with funds from Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs through Amref Health Africa in Italy, and was implemented by Amref Health Africa in Kenya in partnership with Terra Nova East Africa. Lomidat was built for modern slaughter of livestock, both small stock and cattle. This was aimed at reducing prevalence of zoonotic diseases in the county, and it was upgraded to also take care of the economy of the people of Turkana.
Me and a colleague, we had the brainchild behind this project. So we saw two droughts in Turkana when we were here in 1983 till 1986. The Turkanas have lost in a few weeks. Some families have lost basically their whole livestock. And I think this is such an economic loss to a community like the Turkanas, and therefore we sat down and brainstormed what could be done, and this was the birth of this slaughterhouse.
Personally, I've seen change, especially with money, because sometimes you can lose your livestock through raids, diseases, or droughts.
Livestock is our money. We only sell our livestock to educate our children and use the rest of the money to buy more livestock. Most livestock have lost weight due to this drought. We request the government and well-wishers to give financial support to the slaughterhouse so that it can buy our livestock with better price.
From February 2014, the slaughterhouse was given funds from Mr. Herbert Palfinger of Austria through Amref Health Africa in Austria to enable the slaughterhouse venture into real business for the benefit of the people.
Since the slaughterhouse was started, I know it has been of benefit to the community. But there was a period it had no money. But a well-wisher came and gave financial support. And now it is operational, though I don't know much about the donor.
The slaughterhouse is not operating at full capacity at the moment because the pastoralists or people around are reluctant to sell their livestock because livestock is seen as the show of wealth and therefore they have strong attachment to them.
The pastoralists do not like selling their livestock. They only sell during drought or in the case of a sick family member in need of urgent medical help, or if the animal is sick so that they can get money for treatment. According to the traditions of the Turkana people, livestock is a symbol of wealth. If you don't have any livestock, the community does not recognize you. In the Turkana tradition, livestock is our wealth. Even if you have 100 herd of cattle, you can only sell them once after a long period. Many of us don't know the importance of money and prefer livestock because we get milk and feel satisfied when we see our herds. Even if you are known to have many cars, money, or you are educated like our area members of parliament, you must have livestock to show that you belong to the Turkana community.
The abattoir is owned by the Turkana community through a cooperative circle where they have to register as members and buy a minimum of 2 shares at 1,000 Kenyan shillings per share.
The Turkana community should join the cooperative in big numbers. This will increase productivity and profit that will be brought back to develop this community.
We are using the cooperative society because members are drawn from all over Turkana, using the cooperative structure to convince the people to sell livestock.
I appeal to the Lomidat community to bring and sell some of their livestock to the slaughterhouse. Things have changed and they will be happy with the change.
Lomidat must be the final place where you sell your animals. You bring your animals from wherever they are to the slaughterhouse, that the slaughterhouse has enough slaughter capacity, has enough livestock to slaughter for the market in Nairobi and elsewhere.
If the slaughterhouse continues to buy our livestock, then the entire community is going to see the benefit of selling their livestock, especially during drought. And for that period, we'll be able to get food and reduce human suffering. But if the slaughterhouse business goes down, then there will be no change in this community.
Sasa kwa upande ya kazi. Wakikuja hapa town waajiri labda mtu ametreniwa anajua kosi ya nyama.
The slaughterhouse provides employment opportunities to the community. If we get training in meat production like slaughtering, skinning, deboning, and even preservation, we will be able to run the slaughterhouse and train more community members.
Wengine wageni wataandika, sisi ndio tutakuwa tunafunza hawa.
Hata kwangu umenisaidia kwa sababu
I have benefited because now I'm trading in livestock by buying from the community and selling to the slaughterhouse. I use the money I make to buy more livestock and take care of my family. This has changed my life.
na wale wengine nimeona mabadiliko.
Living a pastoralist life is not an easier affair in Turkana County. In a region that is experiencing extreme weather conditions and instability, perhaps economic empowerment is a step towards achieving that, the long-awaited peace.
We are happy to have this slaughterhouse, our only big company, which is helping us and our children. If we unite to help it grow, it will benefit the community, especially our children, who will even work for the slaughterhouse.
So the idea behind was, one, to generate money for the Turkanas by selling their animals so they have cash money to use for their livelihood. Secondly, it is then as well a contribution to health, as we have in Turkana 3 or 4 zoonotic diseases where livestock comes in. So all this in a nutshell can be tackled together. And additionally, we have with this slaughterhouse, this was at least our idea, a tool in hand to stop this cattle rustling, because cattle rustling is not the way to go. Sell your animals, take the money, be friends and be a community together.